Leslie Jones is an Emmy-nominated comedian you know from her work on Saturday Night Live. Her comedy special, Leslie Jones Time Machine, is currently streaming on Netflix. Here's my conversation with our good friend, Leslie Jones. You made posted a very passionate video on Instagram. Can you just tell us a little bit how you feel watching these protests?
I feel saddened. I feel saddened because, like I said, I always tell everybody I'm 52, and I've seen a lot of stuff. I was in the riots 30 years ago, and it makes me sad because I'm looking at this and I'm knowing that this is not going to work. Like, it's not going to do anything. We have a president that's standing up there calling us thugs and sending out National Guard. He's not listening to anything that anyone's going to say. I think the only thing he's going to listen to is votes. And this is why I was telling everybody, if we're going to change something, you have to change it. You have to fight the same fight that they're fighting. You have to get into their ring. You have to get educated, and you have to vote. It's just the only way. It's almost like I wish we would have pulled a gangster move and not did nothing and just waited until November and just stormed his ass. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it makes me mad because all these businesses, the black businesses that are getting messed up, and people that are getting hurt out there. And I trust me, I hear the protesters. I'm black. Of course I hear the protesters, but I'm just knowing that they're not being heard.
I mean, you do have this perspective, obviously, of age, but you're talking about Los Angeles in 1992, right?
92,
and,
yeah.
And so you're a lot younger then. You're obviously very angry. And what are your memories of that time?
I was 22. That's why I understand the protesters, because it's probably nothing you could say to them right now that's going to make them not want to protest. Because there was nothing you could have said to me back then. I was ready to burn it down because I was like, we got to do something. There's got to be something that we're doing. But, at that time, we really thought we were doing something. We really thought, hey, we're going to tear this up. They're going to pay attention. And nothing happened. The officers got off. They're probably somewhere fishing. You know what I mean? And the city was tore up for years. LA just really got back to where the saddest part is all the businesses, the black businesses that got torn down, didn't get to come back. Those neighborhoods you go back into LA are now taken over by other businesses, not black ones. So it's like I feel like we burning down our own house.
It must be so frustrating. Obviously, not only do you have the perspective of age, but you have a much higher profile now. Do you feel as though you can use this profile to get a message through, or do you feel like right now it's just too loud to have any signal be heard?
Man, I don't give a damn. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use my platform to make sure that everybody understands the importance of voting. We have a lot of people out there that's like, why do we need to vote? What do we need to vote for? Why don't all of us just not vote? When you don't vote, you're voting for him. A non-vote is a vote for Trump. And a lot of people are making a good argument. We don't have nobody to vote for. Yes, we do. We have somebody other than him. We need to get him out. And then we need to start realizing what our system looks like. I think we all just need to realize that we're all human and living on the same earth, and need to start working together before we don't have nothing.
We had our friend Michael Che on the show yesterday, and it was really moving for me to hear him say that he has never, nor would he ever, call 911 because he did not think that that was a service that was for him or that would make any situation that he would call it for better. What is your, historically, what has your relationship with police been like on a one-to-one level?
Well, like I said again, I'm 52. And I've lived through a lot of stuff. My brother was a hardcore gangster. There's been many nights that I had to go pick him up in the alley after sheriffs have dropped him off or beaten him to death, just beating him up. They just stop by and pick him up, throw him in the car and beat him up. So, for me coming from Compton, the police is a bad thing. But, like you grow up, you grow up and you meet other people, you learn things. And I have learned that all cops ain't bad. I don't think all cops are bad. I think that there's a percentage of them that are not trained well. you know, it's really hard to say because, like, we need to call 911 because we need the police. I mean, I just think that we're going to have to reform the policemen. I mean, I think that they just need to be retrained. Damn, Seth, it's really hard to say what I really want to say because, you know, you just got to keep a heaving balanced keel, you know?
Absolutely. And I can't imagine how hard that is now more than ever. I do want to talk to you about some more optimistic, more uplifting stuff. We'll be right back with more Leslie Jones right after this.